Happy Sunday, everybody. And I say this every week. Every week I'm like, wow, is it already Sunday again? So yes, it's another Sunday, and today is, I haven't even looked, today is October the 22nd. So if you're watching this live with us today on Sunday, October the 22nd, then you are watching a live chat. And if this is not October the 22nd, then you are probably watching this either on Facebook or YouTube or in some other place. So if you're joining us for the live chat, this is live. I'm going to be chatting, and you don't need to send me messages about why I'm talking to people. Hey, Kim. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this a lot. I'm going to be saying hi a lot. And another Kim. It's so funny because the Kims, two of our Kims seem to come in back to back. So are you all sitting together? Are you all watching this together? Yeah, because you're kind of freaking me out. Hey, Pat. Hey, Georgianne. It's good to see you all. Hey, Claudie. It's good to see you again. So I'll say what I did last week. Last week we did really good, or really well. We managed to keep the internet connection the whole time. Hey, Betty, and hey, Sherry, and Casey says, I'm here, and Alyssa is wiggling a lot, but I love how the surprise is working. And I'll tell you what the surprise is in a second. I can't actually show it to you, although Sally would like it a lot. Hey, Linda. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Margaret. Hey, Tammy. Hey, another. Oh, nope. Kim says, nope, they are not together. Anyway, just funny because you all almost always come in together. Hey, Kathy. And I know we do have a lady joining us. She has been trying all day long to find the chat and to figure out where we're at. Hey, Sally. Sally, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but Sally's got her sunglasses on. That's how she said hey, because she is so cool. Hey, Janet, and hey, Karen from Long Island, and hey, Tedders. You are not late. We just started. Hey, Crystal. But anyway, so the lady who's been trying to get on here all day long, I hope she joins us tonight. So if she does, just give me a shout out, and I'll have everybody say hey to you. And hey, Karen. So again, this is a live chat. Hey, Kristen. Hey. This is a live chat, so I'm going to be chatting and talking live. But you don't need to take any notes. Tonight, we are going to have a little, it's not really a game, but we are going to have an activity. So if you happen to have a pen and a piece of scrap paper near you, you may want it just to jot a couple of things down because we're going to have, it's a little activity. Now, hey, Suzanne, and Suzanne's doing a little hey emoji. Karen says she's been gone for a couple of weeks and she's glad to be back. And the other Karen, now the Karens are back to back. She missed her meeting this week and she needs this chat. Awesome. Awesome, yes you do. And I can see that Sally and Tedders are already getting wound up. So Sally must have worked a lot this week so that she could, get some good energy going. And hey, Vicky. So anyway, you might need a scrap piece of paper and a pen or a pencil it's a little quick activity. You don't need to take notes. As usual, these will be transcribed later, and I seem to be getting later and later and later on the transcriptions, but I promise I will do them. And so when I do the transcriptions, you can find them either here, like right now we're on the Facebook page. And hey, Janice. Hey, Janice is new here, so everybody say hi to Janice. She's new. It's Janis, by the way. Yeah, so everybody say hi to her. She's new with us tonight. But anyway, so these will all be transcribed later. You can find the transcriptions on my blog. That's www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. And you can always watch this later. And Vicky's new too, so everybody say hi to Vicky. You can watch this later on Facebook again. So we are on the Facebook page right now. I also post this to the Facebook group, but that is a closed group. And I'll tell you in the transcripts how to get in the group. Remember, if you request to join our Facebook group, the closed group, I have 3 questions. It should ask you 3 questions. And the 3 questions are super easy. But again, if you don't want to answer them, just put, watch the chat, watch the chat, watch the chat, or something like that so that I will know that you are a real human. We still have over 300 people that I'm weeding through, and I've let another 100 in. But we've got, over 300 that I'm still trying to weed through, just because I try to protect you all in the closed group. And so I try to, anyway, weed out the weirdo people. Don't want any stalkers there. But anyway, they're not really stalkers, but yeah, they don't need to be in our group. If they're not doing Weight Watchers, or you don't have to be doing Weight Watchers, but if they're not doing some kind of a, hey, Stacy, and hey, and Cheryl, somehow I missed you, Cheryl. Hey. Cheryl's in. But anyway, so, and another Vicky. So, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Joyce says, "Hi Kelly, I missed a few weeks. Been traveling, and she's finally back to their Florida home, and they're so happy to be back there." So Joyce, was your Florida home, was that affected by the hurricanes? I can't remember. There's a lot of you all to keep up with. Hey Janet. So everybody say hi to our new people while I continue talking. But anyway, so yeah, IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. You can watch this later on YouTube. That's just youtube.com/IfYouHaveAnEgg. And guess what? We are less than 100 new subscribers away on YouTube from whatever this magical 100 thing is. Or not 100, magical 1,000 thing is. So when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we've had, lots of guesses like, I want it to be, like rainbows and kittens and unicorns or sparkles or something, something, balloons, being set off or whatever. But anyway, so we're less than 100 people away from 1,000. So if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you go back and watch it later on YouTube, pretty please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I promise I answer the comments. I had one lady comment on 3 different YouTube videos last week, and I answered all 3 of them. So I promise I really do comment. So today was gorgeous in East Tennessee, 17,000 steps. Yeah. So if Julie's on here, I got 17,000 steps. And Ruby says, egg, egg, egg. Yes, we were getting ready to talk about eggs. First, real quick, let me say, so we talked about transcriptions. Y'all already know the drill if you've been on here very many times. I don't work for Weight Watchers. I'm not being compensated by Weight Watchers. I just love Weight Watchers. So that's why I do this. And this is chat number 43. At chat number 50, we're going to do something. I don't know what it is, but we're going to do something. I just hope it's something equally as exciting as whatever the YouTube thing is going to be when I hit 1,000. And hey, Sandra's here from Dingman's Ferry again. That was so much fun. I've got to look that up and see where it is. And Holly's here. Hey, Holly. So first thing, does anybody notice I'm not glowing super, super bright, but I'm not in the dark either. And I'm not reaching up and touching my phone constantly trying to get the light back on. So I've been talking about this for a while. Oh, and Linda says she only has 8,000 steps for today. Only. That's a huge number. 8,000 is usually what I get for the whole day. Yeah, Sunday's the only day that I get this many. That's why I brag about them. And Joanne says hi from Bermuda, like Bermuda, like Bermuda Triangle, Bermuda. Joanne, tell us. That's really cool. Vicky's here from Lake Worth. Joyce is here from Sarasota. Debbie's here. Debbie's from Florida. So yeah, okay. So everybody's got all these Florida things all of a sudden. Pat's here. Pat's here from Bradenton. Lynn's here from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'm here from Knoxville, Tennessee. Okay, so I can't keep reading all these off or we're not going to get to anything. So I've been talking about this for a long time, and John kept seeing it on this. Y'all know he's in love with the Pio girl. I don't know what her name is, but he's a little bit obsessed with her. He watches her all the time. But she does this little Pio thing like from her living room. And she has a light ring. So I now have, and y'all can't see it, I'll have to take a picture of it and show it to you. But yeah, Suzanne got 14,000 steps today. Suzanne was that walking grandbabies around. And I wish I could sit and read every one of these cities off because these are really cool. It's really cool to see where everybody's from. So keep posting those because I promise you I'll go back and look at them later. But anyway, I'll take a picture of this light ring thing. Sally is going to love the light ring. Hey, and Brenda is the one who's the new person on here, and she just sent a message that said I'll be right back. So somebody help me keep an eye out for Brenda, because once I start talking I won't necessarily see all of these. But anyway, Sally's really gonna love the light ring when I take a picture of it. It's just a big ring with light, but it has a hole in the middle. And I'm serious, while I was setting it up today to work on a recipe, John goes, "Oh look, you have a new toy." And without talking to Sally, he looked in it and he was like, "I see Kelly and I see blah, blah, and I see blah, blah." And he goes, "Look, you're on Romper Room." And I went, "Oh my gosh, Sally's going to love this." Anyway, yeah, Sally's going to love it when she sees it. Okay, real quick. I found some new things this week. I did get to go shopping again. We went to Costco, but here's the bad news about going to Costco on a Saturday. Our Costco, the signs say, and this has happened to me twice now, and y'all know how much I love Costco, but this has happened to me twice now. I showed up at Costco, went to work, worked all day, had a really great day at work yesterday, went and watched half of the very, very, very sad UT Vols game yesterday. And if the other Casey's here, congratulations. And then we went to Costco. But by the time we got there, it was like 5:15-ish maybe. And even though all of the other signs inside say that they close at 7 on Saturday, they close at 6 on Saturday. I didn't even make it into the produce section. So I did get some new things that I wanted to show you. I didn't get to go through the whole store, but I did get a few things. So quickly, we will run down this list of things. Y'all know I like to make my own so that we can go ahead and go on to the chat. But just real quick, these are some things that I found at Costco this week. Yes, I know they're backwards. So YouTube people, you do not need to tell me that they are backwards. I know they're backwards. Okay, I do the chat facing this way so I can see what y'all are saying. So I don't need to know that it's backwards. These are Kellogg's Special K crustless quiche. So y'all know I like to make a lot of my breakfast myself, but there are some mornings I just have to grab something and go, or if I need to send something with John. So, okay, there's Brenda. Okay, Brenda has been looking for our chat all day long. So and Brenda's here. So hello, Brenda. Hello, you found us. Everybody say hi to Brenda. I'm serious. Oh my gosh, there's over 80 of you. I don't think we've ever had 80 people in the chat. But anyway, I want 80 people to say hello to Brenda. This is her. She has worked hard today to find this chat. So y'all say hi to her. Anyway, so these are Special K crustless quiche. They are 6 smart points, and they are about, I didn't drag one out of the freezer, but these are about the size of an English muffin or like a sandwich thin. So they're microwavable, so that one will be a good one. Now, I've already had this before, but I wanted to let y'all know that they did have it at Kroger this week, and they have it at Target. And it's the Kodiak cakes, the Power cakes. It's the protein-packed dark chocolate. And I've already consumed an entire box of the dark chocolate. But for 1/4 of a cup, it's 3 smart points, and for 1/2 of a cup, it's 6 smart points. But I can make a good size waffle out of 1/4 of a cup. I do use a little bit of other protein powder with it, like Quest protein for some other flavor. But I've been wanting to try it with something cherry flavored. I don't know why. I bought another box because I wanted to try it with the cherry flavoring. And Sybil's just in real quick. She's home from North Carolina, but she's got to finish lesson planning. Bye, Sybil. We'll talk to you later. Check us out. You know where to find me. Okay, this one was another one. I had not seen this one. This is another Kodiak Cakes, Power Cakes, protein packed. This is the crunchy peanut butter. Has anybody had the crunchy peanut butter yet? I'm very anxious to find that one. I got this at Kroger, and I think Popcorn Karen had found it maybe at Target. I don't know. If she's on here, she'll have to tell you. But this one, again, is 1/4 of a cup, is 3 smart points, and 1/2 of a cup is 6 smart points. And Vicky's asking if this is on Sundays only. Vicky, the live version of the chat is only on Sundays, and I have switched to doing, so we'll be chatting about this is what we'll be chatting about as soon as I get done showing you all this stuff. But I'll try to hurry so we don't take up too much of our classroom time. But yes, the live chat is only on Sunday nights. You can always watch it later on YouTube. It's youtube.com/IfYouHaveAnEgg. You can watch it later here on the Facebook page. I also have a Facebook group that you can request to join. Please answer the 3 simple questions, or my blog, www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. So we'll start chat number 43 here in just a second after I show you these. These I was very excited about. I don't buy these very often because the veggie straws are as dangerous for me as regular chips. So I don't buy these very often because when I buy them in the regular size bag, I have a tendency to eat them all. So at Costco, they're just the garden veggie straws, and they have the Zesty Ranch, and they also have sea salt. And I've sampled, I took one for the team and taste tested these for you. They are both delicious. The bags, and this is it's a good size bag. The bags that they're in are 4 smart points, so they're already portioned out for you. You don't have to worry about eating too many, because seriously, if I opened a big bag, I would keep eating until it was gone. So these will be perfect, even though this is a small bag. It's a 1 ounce bag. I will consider this. I know Sally's like, wow, 82 viewers. A second ago, Sally, we were up over 90. Ooh. Okay, can't believe over 90 people wanted to watch me. But anyway, so yeah, I do love these. This will be perfect. I'm going to keep these at work. Casey will be very excited because I bought an entire case of these, and they are going to work to go in our snack box. Okay, next thing, that was also at Costco. I got these at Costco, and I know Popcorn Karen likes these. They are delicious. I'm a tiny bit disappointed about how little they are, but these are the Kind Minis, and the box at Costco had peanut butter dark chocolate. Yeah, and Casey's saying yay. Peanut butter dark chocolate and caramel almond sea salt. They are delicious, but they're tiny. Look how small. I mean, they're minis, so look how small that is. Of course, a regular size Kind bar is 7, 8 smart points. These are 4 smart points. Do not be fooled. I double check everything. Okay, and there's somebody named Karen who says, I may have missed it, but can you tell me when the live chat is? Y'all know I can't pop out and talk to her. So if somebody else can see that message, if y'all would let her know we're on right now, that would be awesome, because I can't pop out and talk to her. But anyway, these are small. Really delicious though, 4 smart points. Oh, what I was gonna say is do not be fooled by the box. So when I just scanned the box, it had a whole bunch of different listings, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 3, where other people had put these in to the calculator. And oh yeah, and Popcorn Karen has started buying the 1 protein bars. I've only ever seen 1 of those. Popcorn Karen, because we don't have, what's it called, Deerbergs or Schnucks. Yeah, because we don't have Schnucks. But anyway, so these are 4 smart points. I'll recalculate everything for you all. These are 4 smart points. Sorry. Just because somebody else decided that they were 3, I'm not saying don't trust the scanner, but yeah, sometimes you got to double check. And I forgot to mention all of these, all of the new things that I'm showing you will be on the If You Have an Egg app. So if you've already got the app, there will be some new things added to it. And if you don't have the app, if you're Apple or Android, you just search If You Have an Egg all run together, or if you go to my blog, www.ifyouhaveanegg.com, there's a link to the app on there. And yes, the app is, there's a minimal charge for the app. It's $2.99, but that's because I did all of the entries. I mean, there are hundreds of items in there, smart point friendly items in there that are already calculated for you. I did all that work for free, but it costs money every month to maintain it. So you pay a one-time fee to enjoy it forever. There's never any, never any upcharge. I'm going to skip off of Costco for a second and show you these. I've had the Junior Mints hot cocoa before, but I went ahead and ordered all 4 of the Tootsie Roll flavors. So these are from the Tootsie Roll Company. Right here, and I know I'm not holding them all right side up, but so I've had the Junior Mints. I've had an entire box of Junior Mints. The Junior Mints I got at Bed Bath & Beyond. I think they have them at Target if I'm not mistaken, and I don't remember where else. And thank you, Casey went and answered Karen's question, but yes, thank you. So I've had the Junior Mints before. These are 3 smart points, well worth it. This tastes like liquid. This tastes like liquid Junior Mints. But I wanted the rest of them, so I got the others. So they've got Charleston Chew, which I don't think I've ever had a Charleston Chew. I don't think. Excited to try it. Yeah, and so the Karen that Casey answered said, I just wanted to make sure something. So hopefully she's taken care of. So the Charleston Chew, that's 3 smart points. Got that one. I've not been able to find these other 3 locally. Tootsie Roll, I'm excited. Very excited to try this one. 3 smart points. And Sugar Babies, also 3 smart points. Very excited to try those. If they taste as good as the Junior Mint one does, they're going to be really good. Now, I ordered mine on Amazon, but I did get a little card with it that said you can get them at cupgrinders.com. So I have not checked to see if these are like how much they are at cupgrinders.com. But yeah, I wanted these. I wanted the light ring and these so badly that I went ahead and got an Amazon Prime membership so that I could get them, no charge 2-day shipping or whatever. Okay, back to Costco. Just a couple more things, and then I'll shut up. Well, I won't shut up. I'm going to start talking about. I'm going to start doing the chat number 43. So, and thank you all, whoever's answering about GNC. Is that about the one bar, the one that's 1 smart point? Yeah, so we'll want to hear about those later. This, oh my gosh. Has anybody ever had these? They're called Off the Eaten Path, Snacks for the Curious Veggie Crisps. And they're rice, peas, and black beans made with rice and real vegetables, no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. This is what the bag looks like. And you get 15 of them for 4 smart points. So here's what 15 of them look like. So they're, you know, they're a good size. They're that size. Oh my gosh, these are delicious. They are absolutely delicious. Let's just say I'm gonna have to go ahead and put them into their baggies because I'm gonna sit and eat the whole bag. Absolutely delicious. Okay, I got those at Costco. I also got, I've been hunting and hunting and hunting for, Popcorn Karen got me hooked on one kind of the beans, and I can't remember which kind, Enlightened, in the Enlightened snacks, but we don't have them here. But I did find these at Costco. These are the Good Bean fava peas. You don't get quite as many for the points. This is 1 ounce, and so this little snack bag, this is about 1 ounce of them, and 1 ounce is 3 smart points. They are yummy. It's not a ton of food, but they are yummy. It does have a lot of protein though. These have 7 grams of protein in them. So we have those, and have one more thing, and then we'll start doing the chat. Okay, this was another Good Bean product. So this was the Good Bean. Got still Costco. This is the Good Bean organic chickpeas, 6 grams of protein. So this is a good, you know, protein snack. Sea salt flavored. 1 ounce is still 3 smart points. And this snack bag, this is about 1 ounce. These are also delicious. These are really easy to pop in your mouth though, so just be forewarned. Okay, so let's get to the chat. Who attended a meeting this week? So if you attended a physical meeting this week, you actually went to a meeting. Let's do a thumbs up. And while y'all are doing your thumbs ups, I'm gonna get a drink. And today my drink is colored. It's orange, not because UT won. Not even close. That was a sad, sad game yesterday. It's orange because remember when I went to Aldi last week, I got Fit and Active. Okay, I'm not trying to keep showing you stuff, but this is why my drink's orange. Fit and Active orange tangerine, really good. Okay, so I see a lot of thumbs ups going by. So all of you all attended a physical meeting. One of our Karens missed both of her meetings. So you're having your meeting today. Okay, so remember, if you're new to this, if you attend a physical meeting, you get one of these. It's a Weight Watchers Weekly. Oh my gosh, if one more person gets on here, we have 100. Oh, okay, nope, we're down to 96. Anyway, sorry, that just caught my attention. But you get a weekly. This is the weekly for this past week. It's October the 15th through the 21st. If you've missed this week, so if you missed your meeting, you can get an extra copy of this. Your Weight Watchers leader should have extra copies of this. If you're doing Weight Watchers online, or if you didn't make it back, you know, in time to get this, you can get, so if you're doing eTools, or if you're doing Weight Watchers online, you can always find these online, and you just sign on to weightwatchers.com, and then when you go to the very bottom, it says, you know, because it's got a bunch of topics and things, and it talks about the weekly meeting. When you click on it, when you click on that weekly meeting and it pulls it up, then there's also an opportunity to click on a PDF format. And if you, I know, Kim says, how perfect an egg. Do you see now why I was excited about this week? Yeah. Very excited. Yeah, and Popcorn Karen says she spies Mickey. Yeah, there's always Mickey everything around here. So yes, you did, yeah, spot Mickey. But so, oh, and Brenda says her friend brought her a weekly because she can't walk. That was very sweet of her. That was very sweet of her. So hopefully she'll keep doing that. But if you're online, you can always get them, and you can go to the PDF. And print a copy. You can either just read it or you can print a copy. Just be forewarned, you need to print it off in the same week as that meeting because it changes, you know, every week. And I don't know, does anybody know, is there a database to go back to be able to pull up the previous week's PDFs? And Sally said she thought of me when she saw this one. Yeah, of course, because it's got an egg on the front of it. Okay, this week's topic. So this is, for us, this is chat number 43. Yeah, and Debbie says there's hidden Mickeys. Yeah, Debbie, if you could look, if you could see the rest of the loft, like we have our I have the top of a cabinet has all of the reusable mugs that I get, and there are, right now, there are 6 of them up there, and that's not even all of them. Anyway, so I digress. This is chat number 43, and it's called Bust the Cholesterol Myth. But of course, you know, I rename them every week because I just rename them every week. And hey, Destiny, she said sorry she's late, but we are actually just getting into this. So Destiny, you're gonna have to go back and watch the first part. Okay, hold on a second. So Debbie says if you put the same format as that month, you can get it on the weeklies. Debbie, I have no idea. I have no idea what that means. So you're gonna have to explain that to us, how you go back and do that. And Sally, yes, I have a scarf with hidden Mickey. I have a scarf that has Mickey's on it, and I also have a Star Wars scarf. I also have a Death Star dress. Okay, you're not sidetracking me anymore though. No more squirrels. Okay, so bust the cholesterol myth. And see, you did sidetrack me. Anyway, what I was saying to Destiny was that she's going to have to go back and watch the beginning of this for the products, you know, the new items that we found, especially those veggie crisps. I'm telling you, those are awesome. Awesome. Okay, so Debbie's going to pull that up and show us how to go back and find the previous ones. Okay, so we're going to get right on this. So busting the cholesterol myth. So how many of you heard cholesterol is bad, 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 bad? So I don't really even know what years that was, but we had so many, you know, I mean, so many ups and downs with eggs. Okay, so I'm 50. I don't know how many times this has been up and down, but eggs are good for you, eggs are bad for you. Eggs are good for you, eggs are bad for you. Eggs are good for you, eggs are bad for you. Okay, I don't know who decides all these things, but obviously I decided a few years ago that eggs were good for me. I started eating eggs when my weight loss was stagnant. I had been doing pretty much the same breakfast every morning. I was doing like an English muffin, and I was putting low-fat cream cheese on it, and a little bit of spray butter, you know, for some lower points. Of course, that was back on Points Plus, but I was doing a lot of carbohydrates and fruit, and then starving to death by lunchtime. And then, you know, snacking my way through the day, eating Fiber One bars. And I don't know if y'all are noticing a trend here or not, but I was eating, when we were on Points Plus, I did lose a lot of weight on Points Plus, but everything I ate was a carbohydrate or a fruit. So when I plateaued, you know, of course, I've been doing this off and on for 24 years, and now I'm on. And I've been lifetime now for, let me think, it's 2014, it'll be 3 years in December. And how I finally got to my goal weight and have stayed a successful lifetime member is I changed and made it protein in the morning for breakfast. So the protein that I choose most often is an egg, which is why I was egg-cited about this week's weekly. But so for years, off and on and off and on, you know, eggs are good for you. Eggs have too much cholesterol, you know, they're bad for you. So this week, oh good, and thank you, Debbie. She's sharing how to go back and find those previous weeks. So this week they're talking about cholesterol and busting the cholesterol myth. So we've always heard, well, first of all, we know that LDL is the bad cholesterol and HDL is the good kind. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not going to try and explain what that means. I just know that's what they say, you know, the professionals say, is that LDL is the bad one, and LDL is the bad one, it can lead to heart disease, and that HDL is the good kind. Okay, but we've always been told that your cholesterol, so your body's cholesterol, that is affected greatly by oh my gosh, I'm sorry. So Joyce says she loves eggs, that they keep her so satisfied, you know, and it's her breakfast of choice. But then Popcorn Karen said the veggie crisps are ghost and bat shaped right now in individual bags at Target. Cool. That would be something cool to hand out to the kids for Halloween too. But for years we've heard that and then Popcorn Karen said, sorry to interrupt. It's okay. You know, I just get distracted when I see fun things to read. but we've heard that our body cholesterol, so the cholesterol that's in our body, the one that gives us heart disease and the one that causes so many health problems, that it was because of high dietary cholesterol. So what are the kinds of things that you all have heard over the years that we should stay away from because they were high in cholesterol? So things like shrimp. People have said forever that shrimp was high in cholesterol, and so it was going to raise our body cholesterol. Eggs, certain kinds of meats. So a lot of people have gone to a vegetarian or vegan diet because they wanted to lower their cholesterol because those foods were higher in cholesterol. Okay, so according to this recent, shrimp. Joyce says shrimp. I've always heard shrimp. And in our meeting Tuesday, everybody kept saying shrimp and egg, shrimp and egg, shrimp and egg, shrimp and eggs. And those were the two highest things, that were brought up. So, and hey, Shanna says she's just now getting here, but it's good to hear this discussion because she just got her blood work results done today and was researching the LDL and HDL definition. So yeah, so LDL's bad, HDL's good. Don't know why, just know that it is. So, and Barbara, we've got Barbara just joined us, and she said this is her first time here, so everybody say hi to Barbara. Great, say hi to Barbara. Yep, Popcorn Karen says steak. Yeah, so we've all heard those things. And let's see, Margaret says she's been eating more eggs since she found out you can have 2 Eggland's Best for 3 points instead of 4 points like regular eggs. And I can't explain that math, but it's true. The Eggland's Best only come up as 3 for 2 of them. So, and Dally says, oh my, at least I'll get part of this live. She has to go back and watch the part that she's missed. Hey, Dally, you actually only missed me showing off some things that I got at Costco. We just started talking about the cholesterol part of it. So everybody say hi to her too. So anyway, so LDL's bad, HDL's good, and we've heard forever, for our entire lives, that foods that were high in cholesterol were going to make our body cholesterol higher. So I'm going to read this little part here, and again, this is out of the weekly, so if you just joined us, this is the Weight Watchers Weekly from this past week, and you can still look it up online, or if you missed your meeting, you can pick up a copy from your leader this week. So it says, what does contribute to heart disease? Dietary cholesterol isn't the enemy, but saturated fat, aka sat fat, is. We now know that a diet high in saturated fat can contribute to high LDL cholesterol and heart disease. To keep your own cholesterol levels in a healthy range, be mindful of sat fat amounts in different foods. Check the online tracker or the nutrition facts label or packaged foods for that info. The Smart Points program makes it easy to choose foods low in sat fat by including it in its calculations. Foods higher in saturated fat are higher in Smart Points values, and foods lower in saturated fat are lower in Smart Points values. So did anybody happen to notice that when we switched to Smart Points, we started tracking that now? So I've been on I shouldn't say every program, but I've been on 24 years worth of programs with Weight Watchers, which, by the way, they're getting ready to make some changes. Just thought I'd slip that in there. Don't know what they are. Don't have any insider information yet. As soon as I know, you'll know. But I do know that changes are coming. I've heard rumors that every 4th year is a major change, and we just had the major change with Smart Points, so this should be a non-major year, but yeah, fingers crossed that it's just going to be minor things. And I can still dream that avocados are going to be 0. That's not going to happen, especially based on what I'm getting ready to tell you. But anyway, so I don't know if anybody noticed or not. So in my 24 years, I've done Fit and Fiber. I've done, I did the one where, I don't even remember what it was called, but it was the one where they literally told you what to eat. And it was like, you had to eat tuna every day, and you're supposed to eat cottage cheese, which I can't do. But it was, oh, that's cute. Andrea says HDL is your happy cholesterol, that a nurse told her that one time. Happy, okay, happy, that sounds good. So I think we can remember it that way. But, so I've been on Fat and Fiber, the one where you just counted fat and you just counted fiber. Yeah, Joyce said they used to make us eat liver. Ugh, yeah, no. So there's no more of that. And then I know Sally loves cottage cheese. Ugh, I don't like it. But anyway, there are very few things that I don't eat, and cottage cheese is one of them. I don't eat cottage cheese, and I don't eat raisins. Ugh. Anyway, okay, I like plenty of other things. But on Points Plus, and Margaret said momentarily we had 100 people. Yay! Yay! We we have 100 right now. Boom, boom, boom. Somebody take a screenshot. Oh, they're already gone. Anyway, so that was just, 101. So that's pretty, it's pretty exciting for a second. So I didn't see any balloons. You know what? I should have confetti or something for whenever we hit 100 people. But anyway, so so I've been on all the programs. So Points Plus, I did like it a lot, and I lost 40 pounds on Points Plus. But Smart Points, I feel so, 103, woo, awesome. Smart Points though, I feel so much better, and the more that Popcorn Karen says liver shakes, yuck. But Smart Points, I feel so much better. I know y'all don't know what my skin normally, and I'm 50, so I've got wrinkles, but my skin is so much, I don't know, it's weird. It's the weirdest thing. It's like so much smoother since we've been doing Smart Points. My tummy is not upset at all. I don't even own any Tums or Rolaids or anything like that. And I used to eat stuff I used to pop Rolaids and Tums like crazy. But since we've been on Smart Points, I don't know, I've felt better. My skin, my skin looks better. I think my hair looks better if I'd get it colored again, but yeah, I don't know, Smart Points, I just feel better. And I think it's because they've actually designed this one to be more conscious of the health of the food. And thank you, Sally. Sorry, just knocked something over. But anyway, I think it's because we were up to 112 for a second. Yay! Awesome. I can't add a thumbs up, so I'll just do a thumbs up. But anyway, but I think it's because they're really thinking about our health now, and they're thinking about, our insides too, and not just our outsides. So, and Brenda says, you look good. I'm on my phone, but you look good. Well, thank you. Hopefully the phone is taking some years off. But anyway, but I think now with the Smart Points program, they're thinking about our insides and not just our outsides. I like the fact that I lost weight, but I'm telling you, especially in anticipation of Alyssa getting here sometime in January, I feel better. I can walk easier. I don't huff and puff, when I walk. I really think that they're doing a good job on our insides. And Cindy says she took a picture of a screenshot of the 112. Thank you. Yeah, Kim says her husband hasn't had to take any Pepcid since he started this. I'm telling you, they're working on our insides. So that's why what I'm getting ready to tell you may shock you, but hopefully it's going to help. Okay, I'm getting ready to give you a teeny tiny bit of bad news. A teeny tiny bit of bad news. And Trina says, I've been watching you for a while, and today you look thinner. Thank you. Maybe it's my new light ring. Okay, so fact. And this is sad news for me. Animal sources account for most dietary saturated fat. That makes sense. But some plant-based foods have high levels too. This one hurts. Coconut oil, for instance, actually has over 11 grams of saturated fat per tablespoon. That's even more than butter. So butter has 7.3 grams, 115, awesome. Anyway, butter has 7.3 grams of saturated fat, and for the same amount of coconut oil, it's 11. Oh my goodness. 11. That's crazy. And ladies, I know I tease about avocados all the time. Avocados have 1.1, a fourth of an avocado has 1.4 grams of saturated fat. And I'm always saying that, avocados are good fat, but it's still 1.1 grams of saturated fat. Okay, here's the part where you might need a pencil or a pen or whatever, and a piece of scrap paper. So who's got their writing utensils ready? Show me thumbs so I know when to show you this. And everybody doesn't have to do it, but this is, I think this will be fun. We did this in our meeting Tuesday night, so I hope Gwen doesn't mind that I'm copying her while y'all are getting your pen. Gosh, lots of you all already have your pencils and paper. Gonna get another sip of my drink so that I can talk through this. Remember, girls, how important it is to stay hydrated. Okay, so it looks like a lot of you all already have your writing utensils and your scrap paper ready. Okay, this is what I want you to do. Just based on what you already know, things that you've known your whole life, things that you believe to be true, I have 6 items in front of me. And this was really fun when we did it in our meeting Tuesday night. Of course, she had probably 10, I guess, items, and she had us all stand up in front of the group and hold one of them, say what we are, and then have everybody guess what order they should be in. So this is based on which of these items, and I have 6, and I'll show you what they're not the actual items, they're names of the items, and I'll show you what they are in just a second, but I need you all to tell me what order these go in from lowest to highest. The lowest one means, like if you say it's a low one, that means you think it has the least effect on your body cholesterol. I'm not asking you how much cholesterol you think it has in it. Tell me which ones you think have the least, they have the least effect on your cholesterol. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 is the one that you think has the most effect on your body cholesterol. So again, not how much cholesterol you think is in the food, just how much of an effect you think it has on your body. 1 is the lowest, 6 is the highest. Are you all ready? Who's ready? Because I'm going to want y'all to write these on your scrap paper and then tell me. I want you to list them, okay? So I'll go slow. Okay, the first one is whole milk. The first one is, and yes, I know it's backwards. Sorry. So the first one is 1 cup of whole milk. So you've got to decide, is that down here at a 1? Is it a 2? Is it in the middle somewhere? Or is it up here at 6? So 1 cup of whole milk. And I'll show them all to you again in a second, but just write that one down. Then we have a 1/4 cup. Can y'all see this? I feel like my writing on here is kind of thin, but that, in case you can't see that, that says 1/4 cup sour cream. This is regular sour cream. Okay, so you're going to write that one down. And remember, you've got to rank these, so you might want to, you might want to just make yourself a list and then grade them. My favorite, 1 egg. This is 1 large egg. The next one is 3 ounces of turkey thigh. This is a 3-ounce turkey thigh, and that is with the skin. So 3 ounces of turkey thigh meat with the skin. And y'all are being serenaded by downtown fire trucks. Usually those don't come by until, or usually go by early in the morning. So enjoy. Enjoy. This is one of the luxuries of living downtown. We have an entire giant fire department, like a block away. But anyway, okay, so sorry about that. So the next one is 3 ounces of cooked shrimp. So 3 ounces of cooked shrimp. And the next one, sorry, it's a little sweaty in here too. The next one is 3 slices of bacon cooked crisp. So 3 slices of bacon cooked crisp. Cooked crisp. Okay, so again, 1 cup of whole milk, 1/4 cup of regular sour cream, 1 large egg. I hope those people are okay because there's more going out. Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's just pause for a second. Sally said, praying for the family they're going to. I know you can't hear what's going on in my head, but every time I hear them go out, thank you for saying that, Sally, because that's exactly what I think. For whoever they're going out to, I always pray that it's somebody like me who just accidentally set the smoke detector off cooking something, because that could happen. But also that the first responders will be safe, because unless you all know somebody that's a first responder, you have no idea what they're walking into. So just always keep them in mind too. Okay, anyway, this one, and then it was 3 ounces of turkey thigh meat with the skin, and then 3 ounces of cooked shrimp, 3 ounces of cooked shrimp, and 3 slices of bacon cooked crisp. Okay, so who's got all those written down? Does somebody have all 6? Do a couple of you already have all 6 written down? Go ahead and show me some thumbs ups, because I'm going to get you to tell me what order you think they should be in. Oh yeah, Wendy says her friend's a flight medic in Nashville. Yeah, we have a friend who actually works on the Lifestar helicopters here in Knoxville. Whew. Yeah, I know. Every time we think we're having a hard day, just think what they're walking into every single time. But anyway, yeah, do always always keep them in your prayers. So who's got all 6 of these written down? Let's see thumbs ups if you've got all 6 of them written down. Again, cup of whole milk, 1 cup of whole milk, 1/4 cup of regular sour cream, 1 large egg, turkey thigh meat with the skin, 3 ounces of turkey meat with the skin, 3 ounces of cooked shrimp, and 3 slices of bacon cooked crisp. Oh gosh, Debbie's neighbor is a hazmat fireman. No. So yeah, I don't know if y'all heard or not while we're waiting on people to write these down. So we had a train derailment here yesterday. I'm smiling because no people were hurt. The engineers were fine. There was nothing hazmat. The hazmat comments what made me think of it. There was nothing hazmat on there. The weird thing is that's the exact same train that goes by my work. And if you've been to our office, I know a couple of y'all have, if you've been to our office, the train trestle is like above, it's up high, and our office is down here. And if it ever derails, I'm just going to get to tell my office mate bye because we will not have time to go anywhere. But where it derailed, and I forgot Casey was on here. She'll see that. So Casey, you stay away. I know. I have a feeling I'm going to have trouble keeping Bobby in her seat tomorrow after she hears the news on that. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, so where it derailed though, 20 cars came off. 20 cars came off the tracks, and somehow it damaged some buildings, and a guy lost his camper and stuff, but no people were hurt, and there was no hazmat, so nothing had to get, nothing major had to get shut down. But that happened in that exact same spot 40 years ago, and my husband was there. Okay, he wasn't there this time, but I told him, I was like, yeah, I said, in 40 years, if we're still around, we're not going to that spot on the train track. Okay, so we've already got an answer. Okay, Mary says that she thinks number 1 is the egg. So I'm going to move the egg over here. She says number 2 is the milk. 3 is the cooked shrimp. 4 is the turkey thigh. And what else have you got here? 5 is the sour cream, and 6 is the bacon. Okay, so we've got another one that's egg, shrimp, turkey, sour cream, milk, and bacon. Okay, so Kim, according to Kim, I've got to move 2 of these. Let me see, egg, shrimp, these 2. Okay, so according to Kim, I'm going to have egg, shrimp, turkey, sour cream, milk, and bacon. Okay, does anybody else want to vote? We've still got a few minutes. It's only 13 till. Okay, Kathy says egg, sour cream, whole milk, shrimp, bacon, and turkey. Oh, so you're the first one that's put that in front of, that's put the bacon in front of that. Okay, and then Diane says shrimp, egg, turkey thigh, bacon, sour cream, and milk. Ooh, the bacon's moving on up the list. And Kristen agrees with Kathy. Sheila's got shrimp, egg, bacon. Hey, the bacon's in 3rd right now. Turkey thigh, whole milk, and sour cream. Okay, I'm going to get a sip because I'm going to let a couple more of you all vote. Shirley Ann says shrimp, egg, sour cream, bacon, milk, turkey. Margaret says egg, milk, shrimp, bacon, turkey, sour cream. Brenda's got to go. Oh, bye, Brenda. It was good to see you. You can watch the rest of it later tomorrow. No problem. And I did a recipe tonight. It won't get posted tonight, but be sure and, watch for that later. Tammy says shrimp, egg, whole milk, sour cream, turkey, bacon. Uh-oh. The bacon's moved back down to the end. Turkey was making it, bacon was making its way up the list. It was at number 3, and it's moved all the way back down to the end. Okay. While y'all are still putting some more, I am going to put them in their actual order, and then I'll show you what the order is. Okay. So, remember too, part of the new way that they calculate smart points also takes into consideration the saturated fat. So the less saturated fat, the lower the number of smart points. So I could have given you that little hint before I had you start guessing. So, and y'all are coming up with some really good ones. And it's funny because the bacon has never made it higher than the third spot. Y'all are right on the money about that. And it's been all the way at the end. And anyway, it's been in 3 and 6, 3 and 6, 3 and 6. Oh, 5. It's been in 3, 5. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3. 3, 5, and 6. Anyway, the bacon's been all over the planet. Not too many others have moved. Okay, so number one thing that has the least effect on your cholesterol, because remember, cholesterol, they have decided, yay, whoever they is, they've decided that now that cholesterol has that your body cholesterol has nothing to do with the cholesterol that's in the food. Saturated fat, sure, but not the actual cholesterol that's in the food. It also has a lot to do with hereditary, sadly. So, sorry, some people that are eating really, really healthily, if your family just is going to have a tendency to do that, you're just going to have to just, keep trying even harder. Okay, number one is least likely. The least likely to affect your body cholesterol, your blood cholesterol, your LDL, because remember HDL is the happy cholesterol, is shrimp. So 3 ounces of cooked shrimp is 1 smart point, and it's only 0.3 grams of saturated fat. Guess what number 2 is? Guesses on number 2? An egg. So out of all these, 1 large egg is number 2. So a large egg is 2 smart points, as everybody knows. 2 smart points and 1.6 grams of saturated fat. So see, eggs are not bad for you after all. And Karen already knows, because she was my other Karen, my accountability buddy Karen is here, and she knows. Oh, no, you don't. You'd left before we did this little activity, didn't you? I forgot about that. You didn't get to see this one last week. Okay, number 3 is the turkey thigh. Because remember, that turkey thigh, first of all, it was dark meat. It was a turkey. It was a thigh, so it's dark meat, and it had the skin on. So 3 ounces of turkey thigh meat with skin is 4 smart points, and it's 2.6 grams of saturated fat. I'm going to give y'all some other options here in just a second. Number 4, does anybody want to guess what number 4 is? We still have 3 things left. So the 3 things that we have left are bacon, whole milk, and sour cream. So out of bacon, whole milk, and sour cream, does anybody want to guess what the least of those 3 is? Bacon, whole milk, and sour cream. Which one's the least? Okay, we've got a vote for bacon. Got another one for bacon. 3 for bacon. Sheila, Karen, and Jackie say bacon. Diane says bacon. Tammy says bacon. Okay, so my reverse psychology didn't work on you all. Kathy said bacon. Because I went, as a trick, I went bacon. I held my hand down to the last one. Bacon, blah, blah. Okay, so number 4 is bacon. 3 slices of bacon, cooked crisp, is 5 smart points and 5.5 grams of saturated fat. Okay, the next one, sour cream. A quarter of a cup of sour cream, this is regular sour cream, is 5 smart points and 5.8 grams of saturated fat. And last but not least, whole milk. So 1 cup of whole milk is 7 smart points and 4.6 grams of saturated fat. Okay, what could you all do though on all of these? So shrimp, don't really need to do anything. 3 ounces of cooked shrimp. Well, first of all, who was surprised by that? If you were surprised that shrimp was the lowest, let's see some hearts. And Karen says she failed. It's okay. And Kathy wants a retest. It's okay, because guess what? I failed too. Ta-da! I failed too. I assumed bacon was going to be the worst. Even though I eat a lot of bacon, I assumed that it was going to be the worst. It's funny. I don't eat much meat. I don't eat much meat at all, but I eat a lot of bacon. And yeah, I know. Casey heard Dusty. How do you hear that? How do you hear him? All he did was go. He shook himself, and she heard that. Yeah, we've got 6 minutes till Dusty. Okay, so on the shrimp, so everybody was surprised about the shrimp. And Debbie says, so we can eat shrimp and eggs. Yep, we can eat grits, shrimp, and eggs. Wouldn't that be You know, wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, and Kim was shocked about the milk. She's shocked the milk is the worst. Whole milk is was the worst out of the ones that I chose. Okay, so there's not really much you need to do to the shrimp. 3 ounces of cooked shrimp, just plain shrimp. This is not shrimp slathered in butter. Obviously, this is not shrimp slathered in coconut oil. Now that I know coconut oil has, what was it, 11 grams of saturated fat. Anyway, okay, Betty asked if this is turkey bacon. No, it is not. So hold on, and I'll talk to you about that. Okay, so the shrimp, it's 1 smart point, 0.3 grams of saturated fat. Don't really need to do anything with the shrimp. The egg, still low, but 1 egg, again, is 2 smart points and 1.6 grams of saturated fat. And Cheryl says she would starve eating grits or shrimp. So I take it she doesn't like shrimp and grits. And Lisa says, yum, grits. Yeah. Hey, Popcorn Karen's got to go because hubby's got dinner ready. Tell him I said hello. Tell him I said hello, and hopefully y'all can come here sometime and see us. I would love to cook for him, even though he's an amazing cook. So one egg is 2 smart points and 1.6 grams of saturated fat. Okay, that's great. That's great by itself. But 1 egg plus 1 egg white is still 2 smart points and 1.6 grams of saturated fat. Didn't change. 1/4 cup of egg whites is 0 smart points and 0 grams of saturated fat. So if you are eating some other things that are already higher in saturated fat, or you need some some extra points, you can always swap out egg whites. And I'm going to show you. I made a new recipe today and tried it out on the civilians in Sunday school. No lives were lost. A couple of people asked for the recipe, so I consider that a win. John ate half of what I made for the recipe. He made half of it for dinner tonight. Also consider that a win. But I used egg whites to help keep the points down. So I chose, and I'll show it to you in a second. I chose to use the points elsewhere and used the, and Debbie says the quiche. Yes, Debbie, it's the quiche. Yes, and so I've made it twice today already. That's how easy it is to make. Oh, Kim's got to go iron her clothes for the work week. Yeah, I have a fluffer. I don't know if you've heard of those, but yeah, I have a fluffer that irons my clothes. So, or I just don't buy clothes that have to be ironed. But, okay, so that's on the eggs. Then the turkey. So that was 3 ounces of, yeah, and Cheryl says use the dryer. That's the fluffer. So when Casey was little for the longest time, she thought that's what that was called. She didn't, yep, see, and, okay, Casey just chimed in, the fluffer. She thought that's what it was called. She didn't know it was called a dryer. She thought it was called the fluffer, because that's what we always called it. Okay, anyway, so the turkey, it was 3 ounces of turkey thigh meat with the skin, and that was 4 smart points and 2.6 grams of saturated fat. If you instead ate 3 ounces of turkey thigh meat without the skin, it's half. Just taking the skin off of it goes down to half. And Jackie's going on a cruise Saturday, and she says she may eat lots of shrimp, just no butter, no slathering it in butter. Okay, so, but that is just half. I mean, it's half. It's 2 smart points and 1.3 grams of saturated fat. And Kim says she can't stand drinking almond milk, but she's been swapping it in her cereal recipes, and in recipes, and she can tell a difference. Kim, I'm getting to that one. That's exactly right. I don't like it by itself. I like chocolate almond milk by itself, but regular almond milk just to drink, I don't like. But I love it in other stuff. So the 3 ounces of turkey thigh meat without the skin, that cut it in half. 2 smart points and 1.3 grams of saturated fat. 3 ounces of turkey breast, on the other hand, without the skin. So turkey breast without the skin, 3 ounces, 1 smart point, 0.5 grams of saturated fat. Y'all see where I'm headed with this? Got 3 more cards to read off. We have 2 minutes. I'll try to go fast because then I have a quick recipe to show you. Okay, this one was the bacon, 3 slices of bacon, and somebody up here, I don't remember who it was, asked me if that was turkey bacon. No, that was regular bacon. Good night, Kathy. That was regular bacon, 5 smart points, 5.5 grams of saturated fat. 3 slices of turkey bacon is 3 smart points, 1.7 grams of saturated fat. 3 slices of veggie bacon, and I use the Light Life Smart Bacon. I think Morningstar Farms also has one, but the Light Life is what my mom used, so that's what I use. 3 slices of Light Life Smart Bacon, that's veggie bacon, is 1 smart point and 0 grams of saturated fat. It's actually pretty good. Tastes really good in baked beans and things. I mean, like, as bacon, it's okay. but in other things that need like a bacon flavor, really good. Then we had the sour cream. So 1/4 cup of regular sour cream is 5 smart points and 5.8 grams of saturated fat. Light sour cream, not that big of a drop, 4 smart points, still 5.2 grams of saturated fat, not a big drop. But fat-free sour cream, and again, this is for 1/4 cup, fat-free sour cream, and I'll tell you, Trader Joe's has actually, oh, and Cheryl doesn't like milk at all. I love milk. But Trader Joe's has the best fat-free sour cream, hands down, any that I've tried. But fat-free sour cream for 1/4 cup is 1 smart point, 0 grams of saturated fat. Or if you already have non-fat Greek yogurt, just plain non-fat Greek yogurt on hand, 1/4 cup of that, it works great as sour cream. That's also 1 smart point, and it has 0.1 grams of saturated fat, so it's still tiny. Then last but not least, the whole milk. Whole milk for 1 cup is 7 smart points and 4.6 grams of saturated fat. 2% milk is 5 smart points and 3.1 grams of saturated fat. So it's a little better. And Casey said, basically it's dusty time. Well, we're gonna have to get your father up to have dusty time because I think they're in there laying in the bed. Skim milk, 1 cup is 3 smart points and 0.1 grams of saturated fat. So that's quite a drop from 7 down to 3 smart points. And a big drop on the saturated fat, 4.6 down to 0.1. And then unsweetened almond milk. We were just talking about that a second ago. Unsweetened almond milk for 1 cup, 1 smart point and 0 grams of saturated fat. So you can see, just swapping out a few things can help a whole lot. I will try to get Dusty here in just a second, but let me just give you a preview of the recipe that we did today. So I made this morning and Dusty knows, it's so weird, he knows it's time. He's in there crying because he knows it's time. He's so weird. He's the weirdest dog. But anyway, so I made this morning for Sunday school. It's been a long time since I've taken breakfast to Sunday school, and it was my week. And I thought, gosh, you know, I want to take something that I can have, and we didn't even end up with any, but I wanted to take something that I could have that wasn't just going to, completely blow me out of the water, because I used to always take biscuits and gravy when it was my turn. I can't do that anymore. If I make and take biscuits and gravy, I'm going to eat them, and that's way more points than I've got to spend. Hey, John, can you let him out? So this morning, what I did, and the recipe, I did a video for the recipe, and it'll be on later. It won't be up tonight because it's already, 9:02. So the recipe's not going to be up tonight, but I did do a video for it, and I will post it later. So this is what I made. Made it for Sunday school. Nobody died. Again, no lives were lost. This was fed to civilians. They had no idea. Well, they will after I post this, but they had no idea that it was Weight Watchers food. This is diet food. But one square is 3 smart points and 2 squares is 5 smart points. And Cheryl says, we have a chat for that. We will have a chat for that really soon, Cheryl. So 1 is 3, 2 is 5, and this is, these are made out of King's Hawaiian rolls, and then it does have some crumbled bacon on it, but not a whole lot. You can put spinach on them, mushrooms, different kinds of vegetables, but I used egg whites because I wanted to use the King's, Hawaiian rolls, so I'd get a nice, thick, fluffy base for it, because remember, I was feeding this to non-Weight Watcher people, so I wanted to use my points on the King's Hawaiian rolls and not use it elsewhere. So I did that, and then I used fat-free ricotta cheese and egg whites and unsweetened almond milk to do the mixture for the top. They turned out fluffy. They were fluffier before they sat here for an hour waiting on the chat. Anyway, that's what we had for supper tonight. So that recipe will be up later. Okay, so it is after 9 o'clock. Dusty has emerged. Dusty, where'd you go? Come here. Dusty. Come here, buddy. Oh, I hear him. Here he is. Okay, so everybody remember, you need to find a few things this week. Oh, and Betty says, will the recipe cards be sent out soon? I've started sorting them. So yes, very soon. And don't forget, if you're in the recipe, thank you, Betty, for asking me that. If you're Oh, and Kristen says the lighting is a win. Yay! And everybody's saying, hey, Dusty. He says, hey. He goes, oh, look, Mama has more of those squares that I've been begging for all day. She has more of them on the counter, and now I'm the same height as them. But yes, Betty, thank you for reminding me. So what I'll be doing as we mail them out, just like we did when we received them, then I'll be posting them here on the page, not in the group, only on the page. I can only post them in one place, and it'll say, Kelly from Knoxville, Tennessee. Of course, that's me. We just mailed your cards, so you'll know to look for them. Most people, I think you should, after I say that they're mailed, you should probably see them, I would think within 3 to 4 days maybe. We have a couple of Canadian people that obviously it'll take a little bit longer to get there, but yeah, so start watching for your names. I'd start watching probably Wednesday. Won't get any in the mail tomorrow, maybe not Tuesday, but yeah, start watching for some of them on Wednesday. And they are going to go in the same order that I received them. So whoever's cards that I received first, those will go out first. But anyway, yeah, so everybody have a great week. And I want you all to find something that you can swap out this week. Maybe, just add an egg white to your egg to bulk it up a little bit, or, something like that. That's what I do. Or swap out some unsweetened almond milk in a recipe. And, yeah, so is everybody feeling better because you can have shrimp and eggs? Everybody that likes shrimp and eggs? So I know I was super excited when I saw the front of this one. I started getting some sneak peeks from people that go to meetings on Sundays, because I don't go on Tuesdays. So I was super excited to see this one. But anyway, that is it for today. And I'm going to go ahead, and Cheryl's saying yuck, I'm going to go ahead and go get started on the transcripts. And so good night, everybody. And I can't wait until next week. And remember, you can watch this later on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. You can do youtube.com/IfYouHaveAnEgg. And and Kathy says applesauce for oil when baking. See, that's already a good one. And keep posting them here because y'all know I'll see these later. But anyway, so I hope y'all go back and watch this later if you need to. I'll go get started on the transcripts. And I know what I was going to say. So let's be thinking about what we want to do for number 50. Because we're just a few weeks away from that. We're just 7 weeks away from chat number 50. So let's be thinking about what special thing we need to do. And if this is the week that we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, if it is something fantastic, you all will hear about it. If it's not something fantastic, you'll hear about it because I'll be disappointed. Anywho, but yeah, I thank you all for being here, and thank you for sharing your time with me. And I'm going to go eat. I'm actually going to go eat another one of these because I still have points left. So I'm going to eat another one of those and get the transcripts going. And I'll see you all again next week. Good night. Good night, everybody. Have a good evening. Thanks for being here.